Hello and welcome to my seminar on sentiment analysis. It is the contextual mining of text which identifies and extracts subjective information in source material. Today we'll be going through what sentiment analysis is, how do you perform sentiment analysis, and what is the need. First, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Priyanshi Kedia and I study at Bennett University. I'm currently pursuing BTech in computer science and I'm in my third year. I would like to say Bennett University has helped me grow as a person and helped me develop myself and be who I am today. With their sports infrastructure and their extracurricular activities, Bennett has always pushed us and encouraged us to learn something new. I'm thankful to our teachers who have supported me always and have been the bridge that I needed between what I wanted to do and how should I achieve that. They have always guided us whenever we needed them and any time of the day. I look forward to my last year at the university and the memories that I'll be making, as the last three have been great. Let's move forward to the seminar. Let us begin with understanding three types of text classifiers. First is sentiment analysis. It tells us the underlying sentiment in the text, whether it is positive, negative, or neutral. Second, we have intent analysis. It analyzes the user's intention and identifies whether it relates to an opinion, news, marketing, complaint, suggestion, appreciation, or a query. Let us look at an example. Suppose a company releases a product. Now, with the product, the customers have different reviews that they post in the comment section. The company wants to understand whether a particular comment is an opinion, complaint, or a suggestion. To do so, it uses intent analysis. Next, we have contextual semantic search. It works in such a way that it takes thousands of messages and a concept as an input and it filters all those messages with respect to the concept and gives us an output. Looking at the similar example, if the price of that particular product is set to a certain amount, the company wants to understand if the users are taking it in a positive or a negative way. It filters all the messages with the concept, with price, and the company gets the desired output. Today, we will look at what sentiment analysis is. To understand it, let us first see what is the meaning of the word sentiment. Sentiments are feelings, opinion, emotions, likes, dislikes that can be good or bad. So, sentiment analysis is a natural language processing and information attraction task that aims to obtain the writer's feeling expressed in a positive, negative, or a neutral way. It is the study of human behavior in which we extract user opinion and emotion from plain text. It is also known as opinion mining. It is a task of identifying whether the opinion expressed in a text is positive or negative. The only advantage of sentiment analysis is that it is a language independent technology that understands the meaning. Now look at a live demo. We can see the text that reads, "All my hopes were crushed by you." After analyzing it, it will give us whether it is positive, neutral, or negative. As we can see, negative had the highest percentage of 54.8%, which is why this text is a negative text. Similarly, the next phrase that reads, "Food quality was not good and we did not like the ambience as well." We put it in a sentiment analysis and we find that this is also a negative sentence as it has a 90.5%. Uses of sentiment analysis. It is used in business and organizations to get the perception of their new product, for brand analysis, and for service benchmarking. The businesses spend thousands of dollars each year to find the customer sentiments and understand if their product is well received or not. Nextly, it is used by individual, that is us, while purchasing a product, using a service, or finding opinions on movies, political topics, etc. For example, if we go on Amazon and try to purchase a product, we always check the Amazon's choice. We look at customers' reviews and the ratings. Third, it is used for social media marketing. The sentiments of users on each post or reel defines the number of followers a particular page has. Higher the number of followers, they have more reach. The likes and dislikes help us identify the correct product and help us understand which audience should they target. Lastly, ads placement. Placing the ad where one person praises the product is very important. Through sentiment analysis, we can understand if the customer where the ad is placed will buy the product or not. Except for these, the need of sentiment analysis is high because of the rapid growth of available subjective text on the internet, and it is needed to make decisions. On the screen, you can see two examples in which sentiment analysis is performed. First is using emojis. Those are three emojis: negative, neutral, and positive emojis. The next format is through a text, where the two sentences, the first one being, one of the best Indian restaurants in downtown Vancouver, is a positive sentiment, whereas the second sentence, I wouldn't recommend this place to anyone, the food is terrible, is a negative sentence. After looking at what sentiment analysis is and the need of it, let us understand the approach. We can approach sentiment analysis in two methods. First is natural language processing, and the second is machine learning. In natural language processing, we use semantics to understand the language, which uses SentiWordNet. In machine learning, the main advantage is we do not need to understand the language, as it uses classifiers such as SVM and directly links the text to the particular sentiment. The challenges that we face in this are fake opinion, language problem, sarcasm and irony sentences, lack of resources, web slang, and NLP overheads. All of these result in an inaccurate sentiment analysis. Machine learning. We have read the word machine learning everywhere, but we don't know what the meaning of it is. Machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence that concerns the construction and study of systems that can learn from data. It focuses on the prediction based on known properties learned from the training data. Hence, we require a training data set. The classifier needs to be trained on some labeled training data before it can be applied to an actual classification task. Various data sets for sentiment analysis are already available on the internet, such as Twitter dataset and movie reviews dataset. Machine learning is also language independent. On the right hand side, you can see that the photo shows how sentiment analysis is used for movie reviews using machine learning, one of the methods that IMDb uses. This slide contains the flowchart of sentiment analysis with machine learning. There are two flowcharts. First is the training flow, next is the production flow. The training flow contains sentiment annotation, text cleansing, word embedding, model training, and model evaluation. Here you first put the text in, sentiment annotation occurs where the labeled data is present and the model connects the labeled data to the output, after which text cleansing occurs, word embedding occurs. In word embedding, the particular words that result in the particular sentiment is chosen and the model is trained. The accuracy of the model is found during model evaluation. To check how accurate our model is, we further use the production flow, where we put in a new text, again text cleansing occurs, word embedding occurs, the trained model works on it and gives us a sentiment score. Higher the sentiment score is, better is the model and more accurate it is. The other method is natural language processing. What is actually natural language processing? It is a field of computer science, artificial intelligence, and linguistics concerned with the interaction between the computer and the human. SentiWordNet provides a sentiment polarity values for every term occurring in the document. So each term T that is occurring, it is associated to three numerical scores, that is object T, positive T, and negative T, an example of which is shown on the screen. Samir has said a sentence, Apple iPhone is a great phone, it is better than any other phone I have bought. We take two adjectives, that is great and better, both of which are positive. So total positives that we have is 2, total negatives that we have is 0. So our net score becomes 2 minus 0, which is 2, which is a positive number, hence our review is positive. On the screen here, we can see the flow chart of a sentiment analysis using NLP. Here, first we pass the dataset through a pre-processing method Then we split it into preparing training dataset and test dataset. It is then passed through a train classifier and a test classifier. What do you mean by pre-processing of data? Pre-processing of data entails noise removal, that is removing all the characters, digits and pieces of text that can interfere with your text analysis. Next we have tokenization, that is breaking the raw text into small chunks. It can be in two different ways, unigram and bigram. Unigram is breaking the text into single words and bigram is breaking the sentence into two-word groups. We next have case conversion. That is converting all your data to a lower case that helps in the process of pre-processing and in later stages when you're doing parsing, so that your text identifier does not read a capital P and a small p with two different ways. We next have removal of punctuation, which is also known as filtration. This is again used to improve your accuracy. After the pre-processing is done, this is the stages in which we get our sentiment. First is data is passed through tokenization, then a sentence splitter, adjective extraction, senti-word net interpretation, and it aggregates the scores. If you remember the previous example that we had seen, Samir had said Apple iPhone is a great phone, it is better than any other phone I have bought, in which after tokenization and sentence splitter, the two adjectives that we got were great and better. The positive scores were counted and the negative scores were counted using senti-word net interpretation, giving us a positive score. That is using aggregating scores. These are a few advantages of using sentiment analysis. It has a lower cost than traditional methods. It is a faster way of getting insights on data. The ability to act on customer suggestion increases, and SWOT analysis is faster and it gives us a more accurate feedback. All of this, we understand that sentiment analysis using NLP or machine learning is much faster than humans. I would like to thank Gagandeep ma'am and Sonal ma'am who have been the driving force behind me understanding this topic and working on the project using sentiment analysis. Thank you all for your time and for listening.